Hi, I'm Karen Cole, and I'm here with Tom from Gotham City Comics and Coffee and More. And we've got Roger here today, and we've got Alfred Trujillo here today, and we're going to talk about the new comics that just came out, because today is Wednesday, and we all know what Wednesday is. What's Wednesday?
New comic
day.
comics.
Now, I want to start with Aquaman.
Woohoo!
And I chose this because Mara's on the cover, and I like this because it was a story specific to her, and this was the first issue of Aquaman ever that was specifically about her.
But I found out of all of the new 52s that Aquaman has been doing more of taking the eye lens and actually kind of taking it more in the public, looking at the superheroes, whereas a lot of the other 52s have been like with the superheroes. Whereas Aquaman, it's been taking that third camera type of view on the superhero of Aquaman, her, how are they getting along in society, how is he getting along in society. So if you take the story and, you know, like a lot of them, you're in the story, but for this Aquaman, it's kind of like they took the camera and kind of looked back through the eyes of the public.
I have to absolutely agree.
I kind of like how they made it seem how easily things can go bad. Like that just like it happens so quick that she just got into, you know, whatever the story is that I'm not giving away.
Well, and her emotions kick in, and that's really good that we're seeing a woman's perspective. A lot of times people forget about that, and they forget about who women are, and they have to rethink. So, I mean, particularly to this storyline, I thought it was interesting how she had like a parable that related to her own life, even though it was an experience that she had. It will definitely lead into more Aquaman stories. And a lot of people are saying Aquaman is way, way cooler in the New 52 than he ever was. He's always been teased. Oh, you're Aquaman.
Well, of course, he's teased in this one, too.
But they've actually given her some depth of the character instead of just a cardboard cutout of a character now.
Right.
I mean, before, you really didn't know who she was besides his wife.
Right,
That
well,
was it.
because you got to have a woman. Everyone's
Yeah.
got to have a woman. Now, in the old storylines, we all know that Power Girl and Aquaman had a little thing there. Gotta, plug myself here.
Yeah.
Little
But-
jealousy there.
Yeah, the royalty thing was...
I'm glad he found someone. I'm very happy for them. And, I hope that things work well for them in the future.
There you go.
Shut up. Hey, that might have been my baby's daddy. So, definitely Aquaman in the New 52. Batman Dark Knight.
Brings me back to the 90s. Woo!
Cover totally brings me back.
Well, Bane. I'm a huge Bane fan. So, and it was great that they didn't put him way at the end where he's in there for like 2 seconds before they moved on. So he was actually an integral part of the story, which I really enjoyed. And if you look, he's breaking Batman's back.
Were you
I think
reading
Batman likes it.
Were you reading comics when he got his back broken the first time?
Yeah.
You were there.
I was there.
Yeah.
I was there, and that was the most awesome thing to happen because Batman kind of had this invincibility thing going on, even though he was human.
Mm-hmm. It was a very fun time in comic books, because at that time Image kind of was into their second breath, and it was like up the next level. DC was trying to do, this kind of stuff, the breaking of the back, and it just I remember sales just being through the roof.
Oh yeah, I mean it was historic. There were a few things that
So-
were epic.
So I am enjoying kind of bringing back some of the nostalgia for me, but I think they're actually kind of thinking more tying towards the future because Bane is in the new movie, and also Finch draws great Bane with a hump on his back.
I don't know. I like it. I think it works.
The hump?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he broke Batman's back, because he was jealous of his own posture.
Yeah.
Or he just couldn't get down, so he just that's
Yeah,
the
it's-
easiest way to do it.
Could
This
be.
is my only move.
Definitely. Well, now they also had other characters in this comic that I really liked. They had Superman in here that kind of sticks around for a little while. Flash is in here, and they kind of have their own points of view on the story and their own place in the story. So I thought that was really interesting. People are giggling in the background, but this bothers me. This bothers me. I know that no one else has a problem with it, but I swear, it's like Superman has hives. Like, I'm sorry, are you allergic to penicillin? What?
It might be.
Maybe.
I'm sorry, this one knows what bothers me. He looks like a midget.
Yes, he does. And why is he wearing a belt? At least before, when he had a belt, he had to hold the underwear up.
Look at the pantaloons.
All right, well, like, so the deal is, you know, like when you have like stuff like that in comic books, a lot of times it's not that the artist is bad. It's like, you know, they got these deadlines, right? And they're just like trying to rush out the door, and like Finch is pretty quick. But
Is that what's wrong with your art? Oh.
my art is always perfect. I
Yeah,
know
don't
what
worry,
you're
the
talking about.
inker will clean it up later.
Yeah, and then the colorist will clean that up.
I think a lot of that one, to me, is just the perspective, the way it was drawn.
Yeah. I'll agree with you there.
'Cause
Well,
I do like Finch's art, but it's just every once in a while you get a panel or a page and you're like, okay, what were they thinking?
Now, he's going to be at Phoenix Comic Con this year.
Is he?
I believe so. So we'll have to, like, bring this up. Hey!
We're
What did
talking
you
about
do?
You
this.
have to think about it, you know, from an editor standpoint, that they literally are drawing an entire comic book every month.
Yep.
And sometimes for the 52, they actually started getting ready way early, which they did, and they kind of got free ahead. But now where they're at,
Yeah,
by book 5, book 6, they've kind of used up all the time that they've gained.
The reserves.
Yeah, the reserves are gone right now. So now they finish up the first stories. We're on to our second stories, and you will find artists change because they can't keep up that timeline.
All right, I'll give that one to you. Well, Tom has it. So there was actually a lot of characters in here, and at first I thought, wow, there's a lot of characters in here, maybe that's too much. But the way that it was written, everything flowed together, everything works, and you can tell how it's going to flow into the other issues. White Rabbit's in here, and she is awesomely hot.
You want to cosplay that, don't you?
You know what? I don't. But I would like to see someone else do it.
Good answer.
And No Place Like Home. Issue 1. I was very impressed with it. I wouldn't have even picked it up if Tom hadn't said anything about it.
You should pitch it again just now.
Yes,
Like
you should pitch
Alright.
it again just now.
Teen angst. Oh, actually, there's a little bit more than that. A girl grows up in a Kansas town, leaves for big city, becomes big city girl. Parents are killed. She comes back, ends up being a murder mystery, and kind of it's more of a society take on her city life rubbing up against the small town life. And she has a couple friends, they bebop around. It's got teen angst and good artwork.
Well, I did like it. I definitely don't think this is something that you're going to read your children as a bedtime story.
Not.
Okay,
Depends
maybe
on the
Alfred
children.
would.
No,
but
no.
No.
not.
A few F-bombs, so a little bit of language going on in this one, but very, very good. Usually in first issues, I find that it's a little bit boring because they're trying to develop their characters from the
A lot of
get-go.
setup
A lot of setup. And this, I didn't feel had it. The setup was built in with the storyline. The character development was great. You get a lot of backstory. You get a little bit of backstory on a lot of characters. So there's definitely a place to go, which I really enjoyed. And we get to watch the town develop, the people develop.
But don't we all just feel like a little pea in the big pod in the big city?
No.
Well, of course, then again, I did grow up in a cornfield, so maybe I have a little bit more of affiliation.
Ooh.
There it is. I did. That's an International Harvester hat.
Actually, I got a Children of the Corn vibe thing going on there. Like, I am
Malachi.
20 years old. Yep.
Yeah, no, this book was really good. I really like the art and dialogue and storytelling is all like spot on. It's very, very well done.
I'm glad
the
you
faces
mentioned
are
the art.
awesome.
Yes, exactly. I'm gonna show a little bit of that.
If you look at the back, actually, it shows like some of the unpublished stuff and like what the guy looks like without colors, and it's like it's great.
Yeah, the sketches are good. I think that there's a lot of realism,
Yes.
and you don't have the issues of people being too good. These are actual real people that you would see at probably Walmart.
No, not Walmart.
So we're gonna read. We're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Alfred here is a connoisseur of the turtles.
I don't know about connoisseur.
Oh, come on! I've seen the weapons you make out of coat hangers and plastic wrap.
Those are legit. Those are
Totally
dangerous.
legit.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm in fear. I'm absolutely in fear.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that. So.
Good. See. Okay. Excellent. Yeah.
Now, the reason that I actually chose this is because there has been a lot of talk about the new Ninja Turtles, and everyone really seems to dig this. So I expected something different than what I got, and when I read it, I felt like I was reading and watching the Turtles from back in the day.
You know why that is?
Why is that?
What's the first name on there?
And he didn't do the script, but he did the story, so that's it's good enough for me.
And for those who don't know, Kevin Eastman is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle guy.
That's right. Creator.
Creator, everything. So in the 90s and 2000, he sloughed off a lot of the writing, and he's back. He's the main man.
Well, he definitely kept the integrity of the story.
Yeah, he's got the best feel for the characters.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
for sure. He
I got
should
that.
too.
And
Yeah.
all the characters were in the story. April was here, and
Casey Jones.
Casey Jones, and Splinter, and so, Alfred, what was your thoughts since you're the Ninja Turtle man?
I liked it. It was cool. I mean, I've missed a couple of issues of this too, so I'm not like entirely caught up on it. But yeah, it's good. It's got a nice feel to it. It's nice.
Would you
It's nice
recommend
reading
it?
Turtles. Oh yeah, I totally would.
Totally. Now, how do you feel about eating turtles?
Turtle soup. Yeah, I don't know. I've never had it. How do you feel about it?
I'm a vegan, so I don't.
But
eat
what if
animals.
they're bred like in a
Breaded.
nurturing
In a
environment?
nurturing environment? I don't know. Why don't we get some turtles? We'll raise them.
I didn't think so.
We'll have a turtle family. Aww. We'll raise
to have
them,
4
love
of
them,
them.
eat them.
Yes.
Beautiful
awesome.
moment.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Tortoises over there.
So, what you drinking?
I'm drinking Harley Quinn, an Italian soda with raspberry coconut and cream.
No, I've never heard of a Harley Quinn. Where can you get them?
You can only get that here at Gotham City Comics and Coffee.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining me here today, and hopefully we'll see you guys around very, very soon, very shortly, for next week's episode.
Excellent.
Thank you.